Hello again, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for subscribing and all that. I really do appreciate it. Now, isn't it just shocking how the mainstream media's got a sudden case of selective deafness? A few days ago, thousands, not dozens, not hundreds, but thousands of ordinary Irish people took to the streets of Dublin, waving the tricolours, chanting "Ireland is full" and demanding their government stop pretending open borders as some kind of utopian dream. And what do you hear about it on the news? Crickets. Not a peep. Funny that, isn't it? Almost like someone's got their finger on the mute button when the people dare to speak up. Now, let's get one thing straight. These weren't a bunch of knuckle-dragging bigots, despite what the sanctimonious talking heads would have you believe. These were regular folks, mothers, fathers, workers, taxpayers who've had enough of watching their communities stretched to breaking point. Housing crisis skyrocketing, crime concerns through the roof, and yet the powers that be keep flinging the borders wide open, planting migrants in every town and village while telling the locals to shut up and smile. Diversity is our strength, they plead, while Dublin streets are erupting with people shouting "enough is enough." And don't you just love how the media's response is to just not report it? Oh, they'll trip over themselves to cover some anti-racism rally with 100 people holding signs saying "refugees welcome," but when tens of thousands of Irish citizens march through their capital, fed up with a government that treats them like an afterthought, poof, it's like it never happened. The Irish News, RTE, the lot of them, either they're too busy polishing their halos or they're under strict orders to keep the lid on anything that might make the globalist agenda look a bit, unpopular. Now, I'm not saying migration itself is the problem. People move, they always have. But when you've got a government so spineless it can't say no to anyone, while its own people are struggling to find a roof over their heads, you've got a recipe for disaster, haven't you? And when those people take to the streets chanting "Ireland has risen" because they're sick of being ignored, you think people in the media might notice. But no. Apparently, it's more important to report on the latest celebrity tweet or some climate protester gluing themselves to a bus. This isn't just about Ireland, mind you. This is a warning shot. Across Europe, people are waking up to the fact that their so-called leaders are more interested in playing world saviour than looking after their own. Dublin's boiling point is just the start, and the more the media tries to bury it, the louder it's going to get, because you can't ignore a nation when it's shouting in your face. So here's a thought for the so-called journalists and politicians out there, sipping your lattes in your ivory towers. Maybe try listening to the people for once, not the NGOs, not the think tanks, not the unelected bureaucrats in Brussels, the actual people, the ones who pay your salaries, the ones who built your country, because if you don't, those crowds in Dublin, they're going to get much bigger, and trust me, you won't be able to mute them forever. And there we go, I'm done. If you're as fed up as I am, please share this video. Let's make some noise the media simply can't ignore. And there we go. I'm Paz49, thanks for watching, have a great weekend, and Roger Trout.